What's happening, guys? I'm Dan. Welcome back to the channel. I am back from Munster, Indiana. I will give you some more details about that trip coming up soon, but right now it's Arvon Brewing Company once again. Probably the most normal-ish IPA I've ever seen from them. It's called Lake Life, which is a Midwest-style IPA clocking in at 7%. And guys, this is used exclusively with Centennial hops. So this is basically their version of Two Hearted, right? The infamous Two Hearted. I like Centennial hops. It's very old school-ish. It's very well used in the old school, but they use a lot of this also in the new age. It's just usually mixed with other hops. So this is going to be the most normal IPA I've ever seen from Arvon, which I'm fine with. They have branched out and done so many different categories now. I'm happy to see this standard IPA at 7%, just with Centennial hops. So really nice. This is very fitting. I'm in the Traverse City region. This makes sense. Lake Life, yes sir. Let's get into this. About $4.99 for this can. That's what it costs. That's just what it is. So nobody be mad about it. That's Arvon, and guess what? They have beers that are a lot more pricey than that. But in today's standard, it's not that crazy. So let's go to the pour. I hope you guys are doing well. Again, I'll probably drop some more info on my Munster, Indiana trip. If you're interested in that, let me know. Seems like you guys are so far. So as I pour this, is it reminiscent of Two Hearted right off the bat? I don't think so. I think it's a little bit lighter. Usually, Two Hearted's going to be that darker caramely orange. This one's a little bit lighter, if you ask me. It's a little bit more yellow. It's a little bit more lighter orange rather than that dark kind of malty copper amber. This looks more like a New England style or like a West Coast lager, some kind of thing like that. It's almost Pilsner-like, but there is a shit ton of carbonation streaming to the top, like an absolute ridiculous amount. That's one of the softest, pillowiest heads I've ever seen in quite some time. Wow. I think this could be a winner, but again, is it going to be too boring for you Arvon fanboys? I hope not. I'm, of course, quite a fan of their beer, but it's just fun to try everything they bring to the table. There's so many different beers to try from Arvon. That's why for a lot of you, why am I always reviewing Arvon? Because they keep dropping new beers. I like to review them for you guys. It's just straight up that simple. So, again, it's a little bit reminiscent of Two Hearted. I guess in my light, in my perspective, with this natural lighting, it's cloudy today, it looks more yellow, but on camera, it kind of does look more of that like ambery, orangey copper. So maybe I'm wrong. Maybe it does look more like a Two Heart, and I'm not seeing it correctly in my light. But let's get an aroma. Bright citrus. It's kind of oily. It's kind of refreshing as well. A little bit piney and bready, kind of this malty character that's coming to the front. It smells kind of grassy and herbal a little bit. It smells honestly kind of soapy. Like I don't know if that's a great descriptor, but it does come off like a little hoppy, soapy, piney. I think I was expecting like maybe more oily grapefruit, but maybe it's just not hitting my palate right so far. It smells subtly malty. It smells grassy and piney. It smells kind of hopped up, but it smells very refreshing as well. Very refreshing. Let's go to it, guys. Cheers. It's the Lake Life. Kind of cloudy. No lake day for me today. Cheers. Woo! Hoppy, floral, perfume presence. The floral was not as noticeable on the nose. Super florally. And slightly citrusy on the finish. It's definitely like lemon zest. It's got this like oily lemon. Slight orange presence. There's definitely like a grapefruit quality in this as well that's blending into the. I honestly get a lot of lemon. I mean, it's citrusy nonetheless, but lemon, pithy, kind of resiny grass. Certainly a huge floral presence in this coming from the Centennial hops. Tons and tons of that. Oily orange and lemon. Like there is certainly like grapefruit peel in this and pith, but I get tons of lemon and zesty. It's oily. It's pithy. It's the skin. It's like wrapping your teeth and just grinding it against the skin. I'm getting that. I'm getting a nice navel orange presence, kind of a clementine skin, clementine pithiness, again, it's not the juicy quality of the fruits. It's going to be the skin. It's going to be the pith. It's going to be the peel. Tons and tons of that. Nice little grassy herbaceousness, but it's not like it's oniony or chivy. It's not like that. It's not like a New England style. It's just got this small, like, grassy, slight bit of, like, hopped up oils going on. It's just got this tons of intense hop quality. But the back's pretty light. Like, it's refreshing for being 7%. It's not as malty as I kind of got on the nose. It's seemingly drinkable and dangerously crushable at 7%. I feel like if we're comparing this to Two Hearted, it's not as malty. It's not as, like, grapefruity, orangey maybe is a Two Heart, although it's a Centennial hops, right? But it's nonetheless very tasty. Will this get lost in the Arvon shuffle? It might, because again, is it too boring for you guys? It's not for me. It's just a great Midwest IPA. Again, grassy, hoppy, floral, pithy, citrusy. It's checking all the boxes, and it's not like it's something that I didn't expect per se. It's kind of right up the alley of Centennial hops. Dry floral pith. Big time on the back end. Not too perfumey, but it does bring that floral perfume a little bit to the table. Again, lemon zest, clementine, touch of grapefruit. It's all those citrus notes. It's all the slight bit of hoppiness. It's nice and dry on the back end. Let's end it here, guys. It's a great IPA, Midwest style. Is it better than Two Hearted? I don't think so. It might be lighter and less sweet and more drinkable, potentially, but a fresh Two Heart's really hard to beat. Maybe if you're comparing apples to apples, it's not the same, right? So it's slightly different, even though we are using the same hop profile. I'm still going to give this a solid 3.9 out of 5, guys. So up my alley, but not your favorite Arvon, potentially. It is what it is. So it's been the Lake Life Midwest Style IPA. Thank you for being here. I'm Dan. Until next time, cheers, pros, yamas, whatever you want to say. I'm out.